Boom. So we're live now, getting things rocking and rolling. I'm Vernon, teaching you how to own your happy Monday through Friday, 8:45 Eastern, 7:45 Central, bringing you the positive every single Monday through Friday, because we are leading up to a really great time right now. It's not just about this new beginning because of the holidays, or when I say holidays, we got just all the times now where it's the end of the year, we're bringing everything together. Not tr- and it's about just celebrating life, not just this day, not just this week, but every week. Because when you're looking at the positive, as many negative things that are out there, we got to find the things that's going to balance it out. Um, so today, what we're looking at, and I thought this was really cool because it's about trusting your gut. I was going to do a whole segment, which I'm really, talking about, the things that don't work out in life. Let me fix this camera. Everybody in YouTube land, cool. Thank you for that comment, YouTube. And good to see you as well. It's your vibe, your energy, your gut. Those things are literally your north stars in life. Those are literally giving you an idea of what you need to do, what is some best intentions. Now, everybody feels it in a little different. Well, not everybody. There's a number of us who feel it, who get a sense of it, who get an idea of it. And again, semantics aside, it's when you know within you that something is either for you or not for you. You could feel this when you go into a relationship. You could feel this when you walk into a job interview, walk into a store. It could capture you when you meet somebody. You just kind of feel it. Now, for some of us out there, let me just say my story. When I first started noticing that I kind of had this vibe, this feeling, I thought there was something wrong with me. I thought there was just something odd because I would talk with people about it. And I would say, man, this is something just doesn't feel right. And even when I told that story about, especially when I was looking at the lady that came in, but how my intuition fired off, I mean, I got a feeling. And when it comes to looking at your problems more so, I think it would been better served for me to say this first. Whenever you're going through a problem, there are some times when you're going to feel something in your bones. It's going to be in your heart of hearts. It's going to be in your intuition. It's going to be in your instincts. It's going to be in your rationale that the best way to handle a lot of different things is going to be X. Or maybe you feel a certain way because you know you don't want to do it, but something's telling you to approach it with confidence, to approach it. And it's important for you to trust these things. Listen to yourself. Listen to that small voice in you. Some people have this a lot, some people don't. It's kind of a lottery thing. And some people do feel it. This is really who I'm talking to. You do have it, but maybe you've been told that you're crazy or you're making things up. Or one thing that really got me with like a more tangible thinker was, well, how do you know? And I'm telling people right now, if you're having a situation in your life or, not bad, not good, it's just a situation, right? Pulling it aside. Okay, that's weird. Appreciate that love. I love you for that, but just keep it in the chat because that threw me off a little bit. But if you know that it's important for you to proceed with something, but something in your gut is telling you maybe I should hesitate. It's something your gut could be telling you maybe to approach it. Something your gut could say maybe I should wait. It's not always specific, but you can even feel like if I approach this, I'm feeling a certain way. Listen to your gut. Listen to those vibes. Now, what can happen along the way is from people who are well, but they sense and what they feel. When sensing and feeling kind of get stuck together, where they get, convoluted, where it literally becomes like this mess of, I know I need to do this, but I got a sense of I probably should go about it this way. That's when things get messy. And when you have those two smashed together, you could lose almost a direction. You could lose your North Star on what's best for you. And when I'm talking about, kind of lead into this is whenever you're feeling that, it is so important for you to be still before you start making a decision. People, who don't have a sense of this will tell you, oh, just push forward, just push through. If you are feeling something, your intuition, if your gut, if your vibe, if your energy, depending on how you believe, how you perceive, how you go about living life, is telling you that, hey, attention, message, and it might not be telling you everything, but it's telling you, pay attention to this, listen to it. And if you're not sure if, the senses and feelings, because they can become a little intertwined, I'm not getting metaphysical here. I'm just being reality of sometimes what this is saying and what this is saying, or maybe even what your stomach could be saying, your gut, they're not going to always see the eye to eye. But if you're in that position right now, I'm strongly suggesting that you listen up. Yeah, we're going to delete that comment. Appreciate that. But one of the fastest ways to get that done is to be still. So you can sit back and say, what exactly am I feeling? Because sometimes it could be just be some indigestion, and that's what you initially might feel. Or it could just be, just some worry, concern. Maybe I've seen this before, but be still. Listen to that inner voice. Pay attention to it. I know that we're brought up that we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to be hustling, we got to be grinding on to the next fire drill. But if you are in a place in life, the crossroads is what they might call it, or just at a place in life where you're trying to, to be more contemplative, contemplate, feel, be. Don't always be a human being, be a human doing, be a human being, but really listen to that inner voice. Every time I have not listened to my inner voice, even when I wasn't quite sure what to do, but I refused to sit still because I thought it was so important, that inner voice has always led me into the best possible scenario, into the best possible outcome. It might not be the happiest, it might be the one that's going to be, happy, happy, joy, joy, but is the one that has always worked out for me. And every single, and I mean every time, it could say, make a left in this aisle when I'm in the grocery store. I listen to it. I listen, I listen, and I listen, and I listen. I sit still and I meditate on it. I could be walking up to when I was at this conference in Florida, really big conference. I'm out there to be the keynote speaker, and something said stop right where I was walking. And it said, grab a seat. I didn't say why, I didn't say for what. I didn't let my brain kick in and say, oh, I need to do this. In those moments, it literally grabbed me and I listened to it. For my people who might not have a strong sense, developed, such a strong sense, it's there. You just need to practice being still and being calm and give it a chance to present itself. There's many different ways people have said this over the decades, over the centuries, over in history, but I am challenging so many people right now, you know, pay attention to what your gut is telling you. If you're not quite sure, sit still until you can kind of understand. It gives you very clear instructions many times. Not everybody has this. Not everybody pays attention to this. Many persons have it, but they have suppressed it because they thought it was foolish. They thought it was childish. And I'm here to let people know, if you are going through life almost without a North Star, trying to find your balance, trying to find your purpose, many times we're doing way too much for you to even sit back and listen to that voice. That is what my message is today. Pay attention to those vibes, pay attention to that energy, pay attention to just what you feel sometimes. It's not always logical. But I'm telling you this, it's a hell of a lot more fun when you can sit back and say, hey, I'm going to listen to what that gut is telling me. Some people would say it's, what is it? The voice of your ancestors that have passed. It could be just common sense. Some people will say it's your subconscious, but there's many different ways of how people rationalize it. And I'm not here to argue that. All I'm trying to say is listen to that mofo. That's it. Listen to your gut this week, folks. Listen to it always, but especially whenever you're going through some darker times, going through some times for understanding, going through some times that bring you more clarity. Listen to that voice. It tells you what to do. It gives you that guidance. For the people who have this developed, or maybe people have a sense of, hey, I feel like I get a weird vibe. Lean into that a little bit more. It tells you what to do. If you got that gift, use that gift, because it will be taken away from you. AKA, it will become so dull, and you'll get such a weaker sense of things. It almost will seem like it's not there. Go out there, focus on your happy, ownyourhappy.com/newsletter. Be a part of the happy community. We got lots of really cool things planned, and you got to be on the newsletter to find out. And I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to help out. Peace.